This is our Launchpad for our Morris Biology How Life Works. Attached to this email is your login information to this. So I just wanted to walk you through how you would actually sign in and access the tools that are available in here. So I'm just going to log in as me, and you would just plug in the password that you have created. If you've used our products before, otherwise your password would be password. You can always change that. When you log in, you're going to be brought to, actually I'm going to be brought to the dashboard. This was just the main page. And the dashboard is going to house all of your courses that you create or set up. So you won't see all of these courses created, obviously, when the first time you log in. You'll just see this dotted box, and you'll actually walk through the process of creating a course from scratch. It's very simple. I'll just walk you through how to do that. When you click Create Course, it'll just verify that you're in the right Launchpad for the right book. Click that green Next. Then it'll ask if you want to create a copy of an existing course. This is really great if you teach this course every semester. If you set up a class for the fall, you can essentially copy that and all the assignments you've created for the fall for your spring semester and just change the due dates. So you'll just plug in your course name, select your school. I'm just going to use my generic account. And then you'd be mindful of the time zone. It's auto set to Eastern, so you'll want to change that to Central. Click the green Create button, and you'll see your courses loaded at the top. So when you click on the title, this will bring you to the main welcome screen. And again, this is more for student view. It'll show them their course name and their instructor name, and it gives them a Scientific American news feed. This populates with new articles every 7 days. And then any assignments you've assigned in Launchpad that are due in the next 7 days will be populated here. When you click Enter your course, you're going to be brought to the meat and potatoes of the Launchpad. So this is where all of the content lives. And everything has been built to align with the textbook itself. And students can either purchase a package from the bookstore with the book and the access card to Launchpad for free, or if they're comfortable with just having an ebook, they can just purchase Launchpad because the ebook is loaded in here. So when you click on any of these chapters, it'll expand out to show you the ebook, but also it'll include pre-built resources. And the authors actually, we have a whole author team for our assessment, so they created these homeworks and pre-class assignments, and you'll notice there's also in-class and other resources in here that are pre-built, and levels of assessment. So homework and pre-class obviously are lower levels, and the in-class assignment and the exam are a little bit higher level assignments that are loaded in here. But in addition to these quiz questions that are in here, you're always going to see a learning curve activity. And that's one of our flagship resources, so I just wanted to explain what Learning Curve is and how it's different from the quizzes that are in there. So Learning Curve is adaptive. It's an adaptive assessment tool. It's not a static set of 20 questions that students are answering. Instead, students are working towards an activity score. This one is set to 450. That means if every question is worth 10 points, students have to get 45 questions answered correctly before they're done the activity. And you'll notice the topics are listed here. The purple bars you can think of as banks of questions with easy, medium, and difficult level questions. So students are working through each level and each topic, and the system is adjusting based on their responses to give them the extra practice that they actually need. In addition to the interactive aspects and the adaptive nature of Learning Curve, you're also going to get reports. Students are going to get a report that'll show them where they did the best in, where they did the weakest in. And when you click on the sections, especially the areas where they did the weakest in, where they're going to want to review, it'll bring them right to the ebook section, and they can click on that and reread the material for further practice, further understanding. In addition to individual student reports, you'll also get a class topic breakdown. You as the instructor will get that, and that'll give you a nice macro view of your entire class, and it'll show you what areas the class as a whole had the most difficulty with. So what faculty will do is they'll assign these learning curve activities to be completed before class time. They'll run their reports before the class and then actually tailor their lecture or any homework assignments they want to give their students into going over those topics a little heavier. So to show you what these activities look like, they're all going to be true, false, or fill in the blank, or multiple choice in format. Progress bar is at the bottom so students always know how far along they are. If they don't know the answer to the question, there's a couple of options. They could click it, get a hint, but if you watch that progress bar, the number of points they would be awarded goes down, but they get some feedback to help them answer the question. Similarly, if they click show me, they're given the answer, but they don't actually get any points awarded. So they're still starting from scratch. So you can see how this is actually adjusting as we're going through it. The third option, and actually the better option if they don't know the answer to this, is to click this ebook link. And this is going to bring them right to the ebook section. It's not going to bring up the whole book or the whole chapter, just that section where that concept is being covered. So the idea is they come in here, reread the material, close it out, answer the question, and they don't lose any points for checking the ebook. We want them to. This is a purely practice tool for them. But it's a really great way of getting metrics on what your students know and what they don't know. In addition to the learning curve and the pre-built assessment tools, there's also tons and tons of animation and videos. The lead author for our animations for this is Rob Liu. He came out of Harvard and worked on a video you might be familiar with called The Inner Life of a Cell. So he created the videos that accompany, and I just wanted to preview these for you and just show you what they look like and how they function because they are very high quality. So this one is on gene expression, and just be mindful that there is a voiceover narration for this. It won't show up on this demo because I'm using the microphone rather, as my recorder for this. So, but when you log in, you'll be able to access this and preview it as well. So just sit back and watch a little bit of this, and then as I mentioned, you'll be able to log in on your own. In addition to the videos, there's never a static video in here. Everything has been built with assessment in mind. So there's always going to be questions that are tied to any video that's being played here. This one's pausing for some reason. 1 second. So you can see the quality here. These are not videos you're going to be able to search on YouTube and find. And they've all been aligned right with the text. So when you actually open up the book for chapter 4, you'll see images and figures that really match what's being played on the animation itself. So there's a real marriage of what the assessment and the online resources are and what students are reading in the book and what they're being familiarized with the book itself. So you get the general idea. As I mentioned, you'll be able to log in and preview these as well. Another nice tool are these visual synthesis maps. And these I like to explain as sort of Google Map figures, and again, these are going to be replicated in the textbook itself. But what you can do with technology, obviously, is you can really make these figures come to life, and you can actually expand just as you would in a Google map. When you click on the little magnifying glass, it's going to drill into this image and this gene expression and show you the different parts of it, so that students can really understand and visualize how everything is functioning and what all of these parts mean. And again, you'll notice there is a assessment piece with this, so that you can use this in class, you can use it outside of class. It's fully functional. It's not just a pretty thing to look at. It actually has a gradebook value to it. Okay. So in general, that's the nuts and bolts of Launchpad. There's a lot more in here. I'd love to take some time to walk you through it one-on-one and answer any questions that you have. A couple of things. Every chapter is sort of built with these tools already aligned, but You have complete control over this. You can remove anything that you want. You can add anything outside of the Launchpad in here that you want. You can create quizzes from scratch. You can include your own videos. The list goes on and on. The other thing that you can do is we have integration available for D2L, Canvas, and Blackboard. So if you're using those at your school already, you'll be able to integrate that and have everything live in one location for your students, making it a much more seamless process. So feel free, give me a call, shoot me an email if you have any questions. I'd love to just go over this and have you consider it for fall. My number is 866-843-3715, extension 1720. Thanks so much for your time.